Yeah, no cap on that. Welcome to finals and semifinals Saturday, March 16th. Smaller school conference tournaments have started to wrap up. Some schools will have finals today, and some of our bigger schools will have their finals tomorrow. Let's look at what we got cracking, what we getting paid off, and what we doing today. Play for play is still the motion. Welcome to the Flex, Southwest best capper, the no cap star. Shout out BetMGM, the king of sports books. TGIF Friday picks are a done deal. Let's look at yesterday's action before we get into today's meal. First up, Michigan State versus Purdue, Boilermakers, -6.5. The Spartans found several of Purdue's vulnerabilities and capitalized on how to exploit them. Michigan State was 18-0 on fast break points and even found a way to out-rebound the Boilermakers. This, however, was not enough to stop Zach Edey, who scored 29 points, 12 boards, and Lance Jones with 10 points and 3 steals, all for the Boilermakers. They even found a way to blow a 12-point lead. This game should be a textbook example of how other teams could pick apart Purdue if they want to get a win. Purdue still came away with the win, but failed by one bucket short of covering. Final tab, 62-67, no cover, blocked us from the bag on this one. Next up, St. John's at UConn, Huskies, -9.5. Battle of the buckets, or call it score some more. But these two fast-paced teams had high-powered offenses. Going into the half down by 5, the Huskies were up 47-52. The Johnnies were shooting 42% from the field, which should give some concern to the Huskies, who were shooting 63% from the field, but were only able to have a 5-point lead at the half. Second half was death by 1,000 cuts, or score at will, stop downhill. Either way you say it, the Huskies found a way to play it. They slowly pulled away from the Johnnies until the game was over. Not enough to cover though. Final count 90-95. No cover, no bag. Lastly, we had Texas Tech and Houston. Houston -8. The Red Raiders trying to make this a competitive game going into the half, down 29-32. That all dissolved the second half as Tech barely had 9 points through the first 10 minutes. Houston had no problem scoring the entire second half as they calmly pulled away like a Tesla from a Prius. Final 59-82. Easy cover, easy bag, hurry. Remember, I stay with that hidden gem in the DM. Message me free picks and I'll send you one more hot play for the day. The gem in the DM today was NBA. Phoenix Suns at Charlotte Hornets. Suns -9.5. The Suns led for the first 3 quarters by a bunch of buckets. The fourth quarter, the Hornets tried to make a comeback until they got swatted, not at the brim, but much more like a hornet with the fly swatter, and the Suns pulled away with the win, covering by a bunch. Final count 107-96. Easy tickets to bag. Hurry. Back to the pay window. Semifinal Saturdays. Plays are locked in, loaded. Let's get it cracking. Y'all know the motion. We're going to start today with Big Ten semifinal, Wisconsin and Purdue. Purdue -6.5. Give me the Boilermakers -6.5. If you're a Wisconsin fan, you stress this matchup. Can the Badgers do it? They had some 2 quality wins over the last few games, but less than a weekend ago, your last loss as a Badger was to Purdue, and that wasn't the first, but the second time this season they put that L on you. Purdue didn't get this far to not cross the finish line. Give me the Boilermakers -6.5. Next up, SEC semifinal, Mississippi State versus number 15 Auburn. Bulldogs +7.5. Number 12 Auburn comes into this game with some top 25 momentum. Boom, averages 17 points per game and is leading the Tigers against SEC opponents. The Bulldogs, however, come into this game with a want-to-win attitude they're brought into this tournament. I like the Bulldogs' current tenacity on defense. I think 7.5 is too large of a number for the Tigers. Give me the Bulldogs +7.5 in the semifinal. Lastly, Atlanta Athletic Conference Championship semifinal, UAB versus USF. USF +3.5. I could read you stat lines all day between these two teams, but the bottom line is the Blazers have been playing some quality basketball that's just unpredictable. They have more upsets over the last 3 weeks than any other team I can think of, and it's proved that they cannot be random flukes. I look for that momentum and want to win attitude to come alive tonight. Give me the Blazers +3.5. I stay with that hidden gem in the DM. Message me free pick and I'll send you one more win and play for the day. Spoiler alert, during these conference times, the gem in the DM will still be NBA action. Those are my plays for semifinal Saturday. Loving the sports action, loving the tournament. tournaments, college hoops, NBA plays all days. Can't get enough. Get you some tickets to bags, paid to watch TV, watch the bankroll grow, and every day find ways for me and you to stay at the pay window. Daily shout out goes to BetMGM, the king of sports books. Without them, there is no us. And for all of you out there, thank you for staying dialed into the flex. Southwest best capper, the no cap star. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, follow. Couldn't be more appreciative of all of you who do that already. Until tomorrow, I hope to see you at the pay window. I want you to stay blessed, no stress. Until the next, I am up and I am out. Deuces.